वेलकम टू रेडियो खांची 90.4 FM हम सब का रेडियो माई सेल्फ डॉक्टर ओम प्रकाश गेस्ट फैकल्टी इंग्लिश B.Ed डिपार्टमेंट डोरंडा कॉलेज रांची. Today we are discussing on prescribed topic in the syllabus of B.Ed Ranchi University Ranchi course 2 national objectives and constitutional provisions in c- contemporary India and education. Education aims in any country have varied with its social, economic, and geographical conditions. In recent past, political system has been the domination factor in determining the aims and ideals of education. Good aims are related to real situations of life. An organized system of education must meet the real situation of a community. It must be in accordance with the physical and social need of the community. It must be in accordance with the physical and social needs of the community. As a child is not to be educated in a vacuum. He is a member of the community in which he lives, and education must help him to become a useful member of that society. Of course, in the process of making him a useful member of the society, he should not be overburdened with do's and don'ts. Since physical, social, and economic needs differ from place to place, from time to time, and country to country, the educational system, its curriculum, syllabus, methods, and techniques must also be more or less different in different countries at different places. Changes in the ideals and values accepted by the society will call for corresponding change in the system of education. Nothing is held as true and valuable for all times. In ancient times, man needs training in the use of bows and arrows from their safety. Their needs were simple and a few. The process of production, consumption, distribution, and exchange was quite simple. Thus, the educative needs were also simple, and this could be met by process of education, which was also very simple. So, the main aims of education in ancient India, in Muslim India, in British India, and free India depends upon the society. Aims of education in ancient India was in the hands of Brahmins, and religion played an important role in the life of individuals. Having it inculcate righteousness and spiritual values. As per Muslim views, the aims of Muslim India, the aim was religious and the education was required to produce pious and religious minded people. Madrasas were the place where education was imparted. And during British India, the aim of educational system was to train an army of individuals who could assist the Britishers in the administration of this country. And in free India, independent India, the preamble of the constitution states the objectives of national policy, that is, we, the people of India, so and so, and gives to ourselves this constitution. So, the main objectives of education depends upon ancient India, Muslim India, British India, and free India. As per Secondary Education Commission 1952 to 1953, the development of democratic citizenships, important of vocational efficiency, development of personality, development of quality of leadership are the main objectives of education. As is well known, the existing system of education is largely unrelated to life, and there is a wide gap between its content and purpose and concerns of national development. In the view of National Commission, Education Commission 1964 to 66, On national objectives of education, the main objectives of education, the educational system does not reflect the supreme importance of agriculture. Education must be related to productivity. The schools and colleges are largely concerned with the great national effort, promoting social and national integration and making an active effort. And last, cultivate a sense of moral and social responsibility. In our opinion, therefore, no reform is more important or more urgent than to transform uh, and to transform education to endeavor to relate to the life, related to the life, needs and aspirations of the people. The four objectives of education is related to productivity, strengthness, social national integration, process of modernization, and spiritual values in education. Thus, as a whole, we can say that the national objectives of education elaborates the factors determining objectives of education, aims of education in primitive times, that is the ancient India, Muslim India, British India, and Free India, the suggestions of by the secondary education commissions during 1952 to 53 and 64 to 66. Besides these, there is a constitutional provisions of education. The Constitution of India, adopted on November 26, 1949, and coming into force on January 26, 1950, gives a few directions and suggestions for the development of education in the country. These are called constitutional provisions. Constitution provides educational function of government. It provides functions regarding educational at the central level, state level, and concurrent level. There are various constitutional provisions as described in the articles, in the form of articles, that Article 45. It deals with the free and compulsory education. Article 29 and 30 elaborates educational and cultural interest of the minorities. Article 46, which promotes the interest of the weaker sections of the society. Article 15 is for special facilities for women and children. Article 351, spread of Hindi language. As we discuss above that there are three level of education: state level, central level, and concurrent level. Education was state subject till December 1976. The Government of India, on the recommendation of Swarn Singh Committee report, which was submitted in May 1946, made an amendment of November 11, 1976. According to this amendment, education and agriculture, being state subjects, have been put on the concurrent list. By having education on the concurrent list, the center can play an important and vital role in formulating and implementing policy decisions like the introduction of the 10 plus 2 plus 3 pattern of education. Besides national institute like NCRT, UGC, and National Institute of Educational Planning and Administration, and other bodies like the Central Advisory Committee on the Education will have more powers to guide and direct education in states. So, education, the aims and objective of education depends upon the having a central and constitutional. Central objectives, that is the national objectives, constitutional objective or provisions, The collaboration of central and constitutional provisions of education or aims of education depends upon the central, state level, and concurrent level, which is guided by constitutional provisions. So, the national and constitutional objectives of education means education policy as per our national integrity and constitutional provisions. Thank you very much.